जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम Canto 7 Chapter 1st Chapter entitled The Supreme Lord is Equal to Everyone. Verse number 33. मातृश्वश्रेयो वश्चैद्यो दन्तवक्रश्च पाण्डव पार्षद प्रवरो विष्णु विप्र विप्रशापात्पदच्युतो मातृश्वश्रेयो वश्चैद्यो दन्तवक्रश्च पाण्डव पार्षद प्रवरो विष्णु विप्रशापात्पदच्युतो मातृश्वश्रेयो वश्चैद्यो दन्तवक्रश्च पाण्डव पार्षद प्रवरो विष्णु विप्रशापात्पदच्युतो. Word to word translation. Matra Swashreya, the son of the mother's sister. Shishupal, वह युवर. चैद्य, किंग शिशुपाल. दंतवक्र च एंड. पांडव, ओ पांडव. पार्षद प्रवरो, two exalted attendants. Vishnu, of Vishnu. Vipra, by Brahmanas. Shapat, because of a curse. Pada, from their position in Vaikuntha. Chuta, fallen. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Narad Muni continued, O best of the Pandavas, your two cousins, Shishupal and Dantavakra, the sons of your maternal aunt, were formerly associates of Lord Vishnu, but because they were cursed by Brahmanas, they fell from Vaikuntha to this material world. Shishupal purport. Shishupal and Dantavakra were not ordinary demons, but were formerly personal associates of Lord Vishnu. They apparently fell to this material world, but actually they came to assist the Supreme Personality of Godhead by nourishing his pastimes within this world. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuktapadakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Nitamsha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. In this chapter, Srila Shukadeva Goswami is explaining to Maharaj Parikshit how Lord is equal to everyone, how Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. So in first part he tells about Lord Krishna's impartiality. When person has power, and that too absolute power, it tends to misuse that. When person is affected by the modes of material nature, power often gets misused. But herein, Shukadev Goswami is telling Maharaj Parikshit that Lord Krishna, although the most powerful, although the supremely powerful, but he is impartial. He is not treating anybody in partial manner. In favorably, he is not favorable to somebody and unfavorable to somebody. He is equal to everyone. So the next question Maharaj Parikshit puts to Shukadev Goswami is that how is the Shishupal, who is so much envious and inimical to the Lord, gets killed by the Lord and achieves the salvation, Sayujya Mukti? How is it possible? So, for this kind of liberation, so many sages in bygone ages and currently also, so many people are endeavoring to get out of this material world. And not everyone is practicing Bhakti Yoga. Ultimately, they have to come to the Bhakti Yoga to achieve the ultimate salvation. But not everyone is coming directly and accepting the path of Bhakti Yoga. There are so many endeavors to understand Krishna, to gain knowledge about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by practicing Jnana Yoga. There are so many endeavors of Ashtanga Yoga. So people are practicing very hard to achieve this kind of liberation. And herein, somebody who is opposed to your ideas, opposed to your existence, opposed to everything which you stands for, getting the same result which people who are favorably disposed to you get. So how is it so? So Shukadeva Goswami was asked this question by Maharaj Parikshit. So Maharaj Shukadeva Goswami answers. Shukadeva Goswami quotes the discussion. He mentions the discussion amongst Narad Muni and Maharaj Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir Maharaj is always seen keen to understand about the Lord, discuss about the pastimes of the Lord. In fact, whole of the Pandavas' existence is for the glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Narad Muni is discussing with Yudhishthir Maharaj, and that same is quoted by Shukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. So the same kind of question was being asked by Yudhishthir Maharaj to Narad Muni. How he got liberation, Shishupal. So Shishupal is a son of Krishna's maternal aunt, Mausi. Herein we are not finding these relations quite frequently, and gradually these kind of relations will get diminished as we adopt one child policy. So then these relations of Mausi and Fufa, maternal aunt, paternal uncle, these kinds of relation will slowly wither away. But herein we can see Lord Krishna has a connection with Shishupal. And which connection was that? His he Shishupal is a son of his maternal aunt. It so happened that Shishupal had extra pair of limbs, and there was a verdict that the person when Shishupal comes in presence of somebody, of a person who is going to kill him in future, these limbs will wither away. These limbs, extra pair of limbs will go away. So a lot of people come to visit the capital of Chedi kingdom to greet king and queen for having a son, and nothing happens. And in due course of time, Lord Krishna also comes there, and as soon as seeing Krishna, his maternal aunt get elated. She puts she puts her son Shishupal in the lap of Lord Krishna. And what happens? As soon as he gets touched by Lord Krishna, his extra pair of limb gets withered away. And seeing this, maternal aunt gets very much afraid. She begs Krishna that please do not kill my son. And Krishna says, as it is ordained by the destiny, he will be killed by me. But unless I will give the protection in such a way that I will tolerate 100 offenses of him. If he crosses that limit of 100 offenses, I will kill him. And it so happens that in Rajasuya sacrifice, this Rajasuya sacrifice was organized by Maharaj Yudhishthir and Pandavas. Their sole purpose was to glorify Lord Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead. So this Rajasuya sacrifice was getting performed very opulently and very successfully. So many great personalities were present there. And then there comes a crucial part of this sacrifice of performing Agra Puja. So Agra Puja is performed of that personality who is superior to all who are present in that assembly. So Sahadev very expertly puts forward this proposal of having Lord Krishna as a person to whom this Rajasuya sacrifice Agra Puja to be offered. And Bhishma very enthusiastically encourages that. And so many people, so many great personalities who were present there comes in support. But herein Duryodhan and Camp gets restless, and Shishupal was specially envious of Lord Krishna. Shishupal was envious because one of the reason is Shishupal wanted to marry Mother Rukmini, and Rukmini never thought of other person besides Lord Krishna throughout her life as her husband. She heard the glories of Lord Krishna through the persons who used to come in their capital, and her affection for Lord Krishna got developed. So she begs Lord Krishna, she prays to Lord Krishna that you please come and take me away. Otherwise, I will have to sacrifice my life. So Lord Krishna, upon receiving her request, comes and captures Mother Rukmini, and Shishupal gets very much angry. Rukmini's brother Rukmi wanted Rukmini to get married to Shishupal. His father couldn't do much, although internally he had desired to marry his daughter to Lord Krishna, but somehow or other he couldn't do much in front of Rukmi, as Rukmi was controlling everything. So Shishupal, as Rukmini Swayamvar is getting proceeded, Shishupal was making lot of plans, but suddenly he says Krishna comes there and captures Rukmini, takes her away, and Lord Krishna's army, headed by Lord Balram, defeats all the kings present there. Even Shishupal gets defeated. So his envy towards Lord Krishna grew, and it grew so much so that he couldn't tolerate that Lord Krishna is getting worshipped, and so he blasphemes the Lord in that whole assembly. And Kaurava was getting very much elated, especially Duryodhan was getting very much happy. Oh, now this sacrifice will get ruined. Bloodshed will happen here, and because of that, this sacrifice will be doomed. But somehow or other, because of presence of Lord Krishna, even Yudhishthir was worried. But somehow or other, because of presence of Lord Krishna, Pandavas were assured that sacrifice will happen smoothly and goodness will prevail. In fact, Bhima was so much angry that he wants to kill Shishupal. But Bhishma consoles him and he says, please be pacified. Just wait for some moment. This will be dealt very swiftly. And it happens like that. As soon as he crosses the limit of 100 offenses, Lord Krishna orders Sudarshan Chakra to behead Shishupal, and Shishupal gets beheaded immediately. And seeing this, all people in both camps, those who are opposing the idea and those who are supporting the idea of Agra Puja being performed, and Lord Krishna is the person to whom this Agra Puja is offered. So all fell silent, and nobody dares to speak against Krishna, and everybody accepts. But in their heart, their envy grew much faster, especially in Shalva and Dantavakra, those who are very close friend of Shishupal. So we have seen that Shishupal got liberation at the time of Rajasuya sacrifice. But Shishupal's friend Shalva and Dantavakra is also a son of maternal aunt. They get salvation much later. What happens? Seeing this Rajasuya sacrifice, and as he also got humiliated in Rukmini Swayamvar, he wanted to take revenge, and then he performed a lot of austerities, and he got a huge airplane which was fortified by iron walls, and it was able to move at the will of his preceptor. That plane's its preceptor, its director, its charioteer. So he getting that plane, he got very much puffed up, and Lord Krishna never likes pride in somebody's heart. So when when he gets that airplane, he attacks Dwarka, and that time Lord Krishna was not present there. So Pradyumna and other Yadav kings fight very ferociously and tries to defeat Shalva. Shalva used very different tactics, and slowly Shalva gets upper hand. And when Lord Krishna comes, as he gets the news that Shalva has attacked, so he comes to the battlefield, and he single-handedly destroys his chariot, his airplane, and then when he just has his club in his hand, Lord Krishna being giving equal opportunity to his opponent, he also comes like that. And when Shalva puts a blow on Lord Krishna, nothing happens, and then Krishna kills Shalva. And seeing that, Dantavakra gets very much angry, so much so that he doesn't take anyone and doesn't take any weapon with him. He just rushes towards Krishna, just wants to kill Krishna. His eyes were coppery red and hairs were disheveled, and he comes to the battlefield. Seeing him in that mood, Lord Krishna comes down from his chariot. He was having just Gada in his hand, Dantavakra also gets killed by Lord Krishna, and Dantavakra's soul also gets merged in Lord Krishna's effulgence. He also gets Sayujya Mukti. And people present there on the battlefield gets very much astonished. How this person who is so much envious of Lord Krishna gets salvation, Sayujya Mukti. So herein the brief history was given by Narada Muni to Yudhishthir Maharaj that these demons were not ordinary demons. These demons are personal associate. These demons were personal associate of Lord Vishnu. They were great gatekeepers, Dwarpal of Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay. And somehow or other, they got cursed. They got cursed by Vipra, Brahmanas. And who were those Brahmanas? Chatushkumar. When Chatushkumar came at the gates of Vaikuntha and they wanted to proceed in order to see Lord Vishnu, Jai and Vijay stopped them. And because of that, these Vipras, these Brahmanas were angry. And in that fit of anger, they cursed these Dwarpals, Jai and Vijay. And by getting cursed, they had to come to this material world. And initially, they came as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. And Lord Krishna, in form of Nrsimhadev and form of Varaha, he killed them. Lord Varaha killed Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu got killed by Lord Nrsimhadev. In next yuga, in next millennia, they came as Ravan and Kumbhakarna, and Lord Ram killed them. And then at the end of Dwapar Yuga, before the beginning of Kali Yuga, these demons, these Dwarpal, as got cursed, they came third time as a Shishupal and Dantavakra. Although they didn't come in the body of demons, although they were posed as Kshatriya, their nature was demoniac. And so, Lord Krishna himself comes to destroy these people who are by nature demoniac but disguised as a Kshatriya, one who protects the religion. If one who is posed as your enemy, you get very much alert and you deal very much carefully with that person when you come to know that this person is your enemy. But when somebody who is enemy and when he pose in front of you as friend, then you get no clue that whether this person's advice is for my benefit or for my destruction. So you get cheated, you are in vulnerable position. So in order to kill this person, those who are posed as Kshatriya, those who seemed to be protector, but in actuality they are the exploitator. So, in order to eliminate these exploitators who were in disguise of protector, Lord Krishna himself comes and he organizes this plan. He himself kills lot of these people, lot of these demoniac mentality persons, and simultaneously he arranges the great battle of Mahabharata in order to collectively kill these kind of demons. So Shishupal and Dantavakra were not ordinary. They were formerly the associate of Lord Vishnu. And because of this curse, they fell to this material world. And Lord, actually, it was Lord Krishna's own sweet will that he wanted to enjoy this rasa, veera rasa. He wanted to have a fight and enjoy the fight like a mock fight. But with whom he can fight? So he makes them powerful, he makes them lethal, he makes them stealth, and then he fights with them, and then he kills them, he liberates them. So this is Lord Krishna's mercy. So what we can learn from this? So one of the foremost lesson, although it seems that Lord Krishna is partial, in true sense Lord Krishna is impartial to everyone. And if he can give liberation to the demons who are actually in oppose to the mission of Lord Krishna, what to speak, what he can award to the persons who are favorably disposed towards Krishna, personally persons who are favorably engaged in service of Krishna. Lord Krishna is definitely going to award much more. And persons who are in favorable disposition, they are not worried about this exchange, that what Krishna will give. In true sense, they are not actually in worry what Krishna will give, but Lord Krishna assures them, as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Even he says, Janma karmacha me divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mam eti sa arjunaha. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. At various places he says that they come to me, they enjoy my pastimes, they get chance to participate in my pastimes, and they don't have to come again to this material world. So this is Lord Krishna's assurance to the devotees who are favorably disposed towards Krishna, favorably disposed towards his mission. He gives direct individual access. You can have wonderful exchange, wonderful pastimes with the Lord. This chance is not available to the persons who get this kind of liberation of Saivijya Mukti. They just have to silently be there. definitely this liberation is also at a very high level. It's definitely getting out of this material world. Definitely there is absence of misery, but there is no joy of service. This joy of service is available to the devotees and those who are favorably disposed towards Krishna. So this one lesson we can take, that we have to be favorably disposed towards Krishna to get this joy of service. So we will stop here. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. हरे कृष्ण.